The Premier League title race is heating up between Man City and Arsenal. Arsenal's win against Tottenham has put them in prime position to challenge Man City. With just 3 weeks left, who do you think will win? Let us know in the comments. It is 12:30 in the afternoon here, and I'm Liz Jones, Managing Director of P2P UK and your host of P2P UK Live. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and X. So don't forget to follow us. And on today's show, we're going to take a look at the stat of the week. We'll take a look at some hot jobs in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Is your business ready to take carbon action in 2024? This week, we take a look back at a conversation between temporary and contract team leader Mary Savova and CarbonInvoice CEO and founder Carlos Chambers to discuss the importance of businesses taking serious carbon action in 24. And then we'll take a look at the social media poll results. But first, let's take a look at the stat of the week. This week's stat, navigating the shift, the rise of temporary solutions and skills-based hiring. So according to the latest hiring trends index from Total Jobs, there has been a notable surge in this trend, with 27% of businesses opting for temporary solutions compared to the previous quarter's 16%. So that's a 69% increase. 3 out of 5 businesses are grappling with heightened competition. 75% of employers report candidates demanding higher salaries and benefits. So consequently, a quarter or 25% of businesses are turning to artificial intelligence and training initiatives to bridge these skills gap, with over a third or 34% already integrating AI into their workforce. And that is it for the stat of the week. Time to take a look at some hot jobs in the UK, and we have a finance manager in London, southeast to be specific, paying £40,000 to £50,000. Responsibilities include managing end-to-end financial functions for the UK and US operations, FP&A budgeting and forecasting. We need somebody who is fully qualified, ACA, 3 years of UK-based finance experience. This role is being looked after by Anthony Ross, and you can contact Anthony at anthony.ross@people2people.co.uk. The next role is for a senior interior designer, also Southeast London, paying £52,000 to £58,000. Responsibilities include leading and overseeing the conceptualisation, development and execution of high-end interior design projects, ensuring alignment with client expectations and brand identity. We really need somebody who has extensive experience in luxury retail design with a strong grasp of tenant guidelines and proficiency in generating drawing tender packages. This role's being looked after by Hannah Scanlon, and you can contact Hannah at hannah.scanlon@people2people.co.uk. Okay, crossing over to Australia and New Zealand, we have a few positions here, and I think you can scan the barcode on the screen if you want to know more. We've got an admin assistant in Melbourne, Australia. This looks like a temporary position paying $35 per hour. A senior HR advisor in Brisbane, Australia, paying $100,000 to $120,000, and a HR advisor in Auckland, New Zealand. So if you're interested in knowing about any of these positions, please scan the barcode.
Great. So now we are joined by Carlos Chambers, the CEO and founder of CarbonInvoice. Hello, Carlos. How are you going?
Hey, Mary. Doing well. Yeah, doing well. Got a 6-week new baby, so a little bit strung out on sleep, but business and life's good.
Oh, good. Well, we appreciate the effort on coming on today. So People to People is proud to be recognised with a positive business badge and have partnered with CarbonInvoice for a while now across both Australia and New Zealand. But for those unaware, could you explain a little bit about CarbonInvoice and what they do as a business?
Absolutely. So CarbonInvoice is seriously simple carbon action for people-powered businesses. What that means is 3 actions in as little as 3 minutes. Step 1, businesses can measure their carbon footprint. We've built software that does that for you, leveraging your existing accounting data and calculating your carbon footprint in that way. That takes less time than it does to order a cup of coffee, or as one of our customers told me this week, it's faster than ordering an Uber. So we're really driving the cost and effort down on that first measurement step. We then help businesses fund native trees and grow them in their community. And native trees are a great way to compensate for your carbon footprint as a services firm. And then thirdly, Mary, you mentioned the positive business badge. That is one of the marketing and content assets which we provide to our customers like People2People to help them communicate the carbon action that they have taken. So everything from a badge for their website, the positive business badge, we add the carbon cost to every invoice that they send out and show that People2People has planted a number of trees for each project or placement they do. We have a more formal certification that businesses who are tendering for government or corporate contracts, like People2People has with the South Australian government. So you can see Mark, the group MD's reference there, helping those small businesses pitch and position themselves as a sustainability ready business to these bigger customers who are really taking a keen interest in the carbon emissions from their supply chain.
Perfect. And you're so right, Carlos. I think every business is trying to have some sort of social impact on the environment, and sustainability being a massive driver for a lot of business decisions. Work for businesses wanting to partner with CarbonInvoice like People2People have.
So the whole idea is to make carbon action accessible to the masses of small businesses, right? In Australia, you've got less than 4% of privately held businesses even know what their carbon footprint is. The vast majority have not even started that journey. And that is partly, we think, because the methods of getting started have been complicated, they've been expensive, engaging a consultant and a whole lot of manual effort. We have made that seriously simple, credible, but really easy to get going. We give away the measurement service for free. So as long as you're an accounting software user of Xero or MYOB, head over to our website, sign up, get your measurement for free. And then, if you want to compensate and start funding native trees, we curate, credible providers there, make it kind of push button exercise, and then you can watch those trees compound as they're funded and planted each month. People2People's actually just over 10,000 native trees in Australia, on the Eastern Seaboard and WA. So amazing, tangible contribution from people. And then you're in a strong position to actually tell a story to your clients and to your customers about the things that you're actually doing. Talk's cheap, but action counts.
That's it. That's awesome. And I didn't know about the 10,000 number, so that's really, really cool, and obviously really proud for the business.
Big congrats to you guys.
Carlos, have you noticed any changes in the market for businesses wanting to measure and reduce their carbon footprint? And I guess more specifically, what is CarbonInvoice's focus for this year in 2024?
Yeah, so we paid pretty close attention to the services sectors in Australia and New Zealand and a bit further afield. And then we also look at the supply chains that the bigger businesses that those services businesses supply to. So that's probably where we've got insight. It's a competitive time, right? It's a competitive labour market. It's a competitive business market. Yeah. So I think the main trend of people looking to get going on their carbon journey it's about differentiation. It is about differentiating your brand from the next recruitment firm and showing that if people are making a hard decision about who they want to work with, then they're going to choose you. I think that's the story of 2024. Now, remember, Mary, for the majority of businesses in Australia, measuring their carbon footprint and doing something here, it is a voluntary activity. We're in a transitional phase. Australia's just introduced legislation into the House of Representatives at the end of March, and that will bring in mandatory climate disclosures for larger businesses in Australia. So if you've got more than 500 FTEs, if you do more than 500 revenue, if you've got, I think, $1 billion market cap, then from the very beginning of 2025, you will need to report on your entire carbon footprint, and that will be the beginning of the regulatory regime in Australia. So, these climate change isn't going away. The regulation is marching on and getting increasingly clarified, and there is an opportunity in 2024 to take that first step and to give yourself a competitive edge. I think that's and that's what we're seeing in 24.
Oh, very good. Sounds like a busy 12 months ahead for you then and the team at CarbonInvoice. So that's exciting. Sounds all like a great initiative and great business model. So thank you very much for coming on today's broadcast, Carlos, and sharing your insights into CarbonInvoice. And if there are any businesses that are perhaps wanting to take that first step and partner with CarbonInvoice, what would be the best way to do so?
Yeah, thanks, Mary. So if you're a business that has corporate and government clients or is chasing them, if you are a business that is, has strong marketing plans and ideas in 24, and if you're a business who's looking to build your talent brand and show, the current and future labor market that you are serious about sustainability, then you're a services firm with, up to 150 or so employees, we can help you. Come to our website, get started with the measurement. It's a free step. And then we're doing some fun stuff in 24. We're doing tree planting days around Australia, in Sydney and probably Melbourne as well. And we're doing a bunch of investing in helping our customers, with their marketing strategies and to tell that story. So that'll be our focus. We're a year and a half in. We're growing really quickly, and would love to connect with other business owners or people of small business and help them get started on your journey.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for all that information, Carlos, and all the information is also on screen and in the comments. So anyone wanting to get in touch can do so. Thank you very much for joining us today, Carlos.
Thank you, Mary. And big shout out to People to People. Awesome progress on your carbon action.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
It is time to take a look at the social media poll results. Last week we had, how confident do you feel about securing a job in your desired industry within the next 6 months? And 60% of you said very confident, which is fantastic. If you want to get involved in next week's poll, it is how important is it for your employer to contribute towards a sustainable future? So very important, somewhat important, and not important at all. And that is it for this week's live. Thanks for joining. Enjoy the long weekend, and I'll see you 12:30 next Friday.